Element Fission Beginner's Grind, Episode 3. We are here in, what is this, Boxing Club? Is that the name of it? Boxing Club Level 5. We get the other dungeons open after we clear Level 5 of this. We'll take a look at TOA as well. We'll do some theory crafting of the other dungeons, but we're not building teams for those dungeons just yet because we don't want to try to build all the teams at the same time. We need to build one, then we farm for gear, and then we build the next team, and the next team, and the next team as we go one at a time. We need to be focused, stay focused, don't get distracted. We have a goal. Let's do the goal before we start making other goals and going crazy. Oh, no, don't die. Well, never mind. What? So, okay. What was it? That was our damage dealer. That was one of our damage dealers, single target damage dealer. We still have another damage dealer, but... we did upgrade some of these units. We have 3 of them 5-starred. We have effectively the Lucian of the team, the Bookworm. That's 5-starred. It's the one on the left of our team. The second one, the thing on the Dodo dinosaur, whatever it's called. What is that thing called? I don't know the names of any of these things, guys. The game came out yesterday, okay? I don't know the names. And even if the game was out a year prior, I still would not know the names. But yeah, that one's 5-starred. And then we've got she's not like a Chasoon. What is this thing? Let's get this one. Let's rerun. This is just going to take us here. Okay, so we've got this 4-star. That's super squishy. That's not going to... We got crap gear on it, too. We have only a couple scallops in this. We have... This is our Lucian. Terrible gear, of course. This is our Poo-Poo Rider. I mean, for this account, it's a Poo-Poo Rider. For most other stuff, it's a Popo Rider. But, so I guess the bird dodo dinosaur thing is a Popo. Okay. Yeah, we've got a smidgen of speed on that. Just a tiny bit. And we've got this cult dancer. Not a sky dancer, not a cult girl. It's an occult dancer. Of course, we got a couple skill ups into these. I mean, it's early game. We haven't spent any money. I'm not against spending money. I just don't want to go ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to go ridiculous. I know some of you will go ridiculous, but this one we actually did skill up. The steel wings, because the game just keeps giving you steel wings. So that's nice. This is the Shannon, though. The Shannon of the group. So we can get this defense up and attack up as much as possible. So... But yeah, we cleared B5. I'm not sure if we can clear B6 or not, but now we have all the other dungeons available. Also, I wanted to mention, while we're here, this luck thing. So, there was a lot of questions, not even just on the channel, but just in general. I see the question in chat as well, like, what is luck? The amount of dropped item will increase according to your luck rate. Wow, their English is as bad as mine is. Popo Rider, 4% luck. So you get the luck in the gears. As well from Occult Dancer, 14%. From Steel Wings, 11%. But also, I did notice, and I don't remember which ones they were. I don't know if they're ones that we had, or if I was looking at something in chat that someone pulled, like an ad 5 that someone pulled. There are some skills that are based on luck. It's like, these will do these debuffs. And the amount of debuffs will scale based on luck. So if you have a higher luck on your unit, it will do potentially more debuffs. But of course, RNG, because these games love RNG. But I just wanted to mention that is it helps the item drops, and it also helps the some of the activation rates, but there's only a few units that actually use that as part of their skill set, though. So let's see what we actually have for these other dungeons. Heavy metal. Wait a second. The rock can create art here, satisfied with the echoing effect of the spacious underground dungeon. Piercing voice to attack all enemies. Shield. Powerful strike using booming voice. Damage increased based on the remaining absorption of the shield. Increase accuracy of allies by 20%. Your allies deal your attacks deal increased damage based on the number of debuffs on the target. Inflict a 2-turn damage over time afterwards, and then he's immune to everything. Okay. I was expecting this to be like a carbon copy of Dragons, but it is apparently not. And we're not going to... He looks like a vampire. It's like a vampire rock star. I don't know. This game's got some crazy we're never going to be able to clear with. Well, the level 1 we'll be able to clear, I'm sure, but we're never going to be able to like actually climb the dungeon with this team of tree units. Looks like robot kung fu pandas. Are those actual units in the game? There's one that's kind of a frustrating. I found my first frustrating unit in the game. Although I'm sure there's going to be plenty. But there's one that's just like, I don't know, he feels kind of like a Feng Yan, but he doesn't have quite the same skills as Feng Yan. It's like that wind bear. Maybe that's why I think he's Feng Yan, because his name is like, Tree Bear. He's called Bear, and that's why. This looks like a vampire. That looks like a vampire. Oh, that is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome looking skills. Can you please do some damage? Oh my goodness. Are these things, is it a cleanse? Damage return, okay. Remove all debuffs and grant immunity. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of like dragons, a little bit. Not exactly like dragons, though. But, yeah, there is... I already found the Spectra. I'm sure you guys found this Spectra, too. It's the Poo-Poo Rider. It's the Fire Poo-Poo Rider. Po-Po Rider. I am actually surprised that we're not clearing level 1, though. That's kind of wild. There we go. There's the immunity, which doesn't really matter now. It's like our robot vampire rock star. Strange. But everything in this game is strange. Okay, what do we have next? Death Lab. Secret laboratory created by a mad scientist who pursues the essence of life and death. How poetic. Attacks all enemies. Restore health based on damage dealt. The damage of this skill gradually increases when attacking enemies. So heal block might be nice. They're 50%. Or just kill him before he can do any of it. When attacking enemies, a 50% chance to inflict a 2-turn toxic. Gradually reduces the target's maximum health. Additionally grants self-immunity against damage over turn. Multiple layers of protective scales. Scales destroyed. Scales generate next time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Upon other units' death, devoured soul. I was not expecting this many words. Upon other units' death, devoured soul to prevent resurrection. Immune to resurrection prevention effects. Upon self-death, consume one held soul to revive with half health. Starts with one soul. Beginning of the battle, the initial speed of all units. So Necropolis, kind of. At the beginning of the battle, the initial speed of all units restricted to 140. Ability effects related to the action bar are ineffective. Kind of getting some... Yeah, so the Python scales, that is like the shield. Multiple layers of protective scales after each action. Protect yourself completely. Evade attacks. When all scales are destroyed, scales generate next time. Yep. When receiving healing effects, the scales generated next time will be increased by 1. Okay. Yeah, good old Necropolis. Let's do... Which one am I doing? Ghost Captain. I was looking at some of this stuff. I still haven't pulled a 5-star, but I only do summons. I'm going to try to only do summons on video. This way, it's exciting. And be like, oh my goodness, we got a 5-star. Wow. I probably could have re-rolled for a 5-star, but that takes time. I don't want to do that. I'll get what I get eventually. I am curious, like the staple units in Summoner's War. I'm curious what their counterparts are in this. I'm gonna have to read what those do, because those got hit and didn't take any damage and didn't die. Let's auto attack order. Second stage, elite. Final stage, boss. I did notice some units that so things that are fire that have multi-hits, obviously going to be strong here. I did notice some units that do multi-hits as well. And I was like, okay, when I find the Necropolis, I think there's one that does like 3 hits that are targeted and then another 3 hits that are random and decrease attack bar. Definitely the Necropolis. Without a doubt. But I feel like they're not even really trying. Like, I talked to developers, and I feel like they're not even trying to say, like, no, this is not like Summoner's War. They're very clear. They're like, yeah, we really like Summoner's War, but man, it's been 10 years, and anyone starting the game is going to be ridiculous, right? They're like, we just want to make a game like Summoner's War. It's taken us years to make this, and we hope people like it. So, and I hope they don't get ridiculously greedy with the microtransactions. That's what I'm hoping. Immortal, revive with 30% HP one time. Interesting. I think it's nice that we have the opportunity now to use similar teams as we used to in the beginning of Summoners War, where it's like, oh, like, because Lucian, right? And now the Bookworm. So just try to prevent yourself. Just trying to figure out whether I wanted to say prevent or protect. Just try to protect your defense from getting bookwormed. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Tackle enemies. Each critical hit shortens the cooldown of Triplex Kick. Completely removes all debuffs on yourself. Attacks one enemy target for 3 consecutive hits and permanently increases the damage of this ability upon a critical hit. When sentries nearby is destroyed or your HP falls below those numbers, do an attack. Apply a 1-turn petrification to the enemy. Immediately gains a turn. Units affected by this effect have extremely slow speed and receive additional damage from critical hits. Increase critical rate by 30%. Whenever an enemy dies, your attack permanently increases by 20%. Let's see. Underground Vegas. Oh, investigation complete. I didn't even notice that. We've been clearing things in the... clearing some of the challenges, I guess. Let's do... Man, it's gonna be so... It's gonna take so long to get all the gear. Oh, that's gonna be the frustrating part. The gear. Scaling things up. Leveling things up, building 6 stars. Jeez. Alright, we got the defense break on him. Oh, I see the petrification. Okay. Oh, and you can see the little triangle indicators at the very top near the health bar. He's got that skill that activates at 80, 60, 40, 30. Yeah. The all-seeing lens. The entire team is petrified. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm not going to be figuring out teams for all of these just yet, because that's going to be too much. That's going to be too much. What do we have here? Skynet Weaver. His attacks elusive like a... Oh, that's not a skill. Attacks on enemies 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance to decrease action bar by 30%. Whenever enemies take 5 turns, counterattack. Stun, speed down. After being attacked, temporarily increase your speed. The greater the speed advantage, the higher the damage dealt. Resets when your turn ends. When enemies increasing their action bar, your action bar will also increase correspondingly when an enemy casts a buff that you don't have. You will gain the same buff. When attacking based on the number of buffs you have, 20% chance to remove all buffs from the enemy. Okay. When under speed up, add 1 more hit to your attack. When under speed down, your attack has 1 less hit. So this, I feel, just like put a crap ton of debuffs on this boss. Wait, what are the... Speed up, okay. Drive all enemies, speed down. Yeah. Interesting. But I feel like the easy, cheesy way of doing this is just like a bunch of debuffs. Because you don't want the boss to start gaining all of the... Uh-oh. You don't want the boss to start gaining all of the buffs that you try to apply to your team. Luckily, we're only doing level 1. Because God only knows we can't do anything more than that. Level 2? I don't think so. That's kind of creepy. Looks like he's someone in a hospital bed, but controlled by a computer. It's giving me Matrix vibes. Oh my god. Yeah, this because our team has all these buffs. It's really, that really sucks for us though. Jeez. All these buffs just help the boss. The boss like, I will take those, thank you. At least we got to see what all these different, let's sell that. I don't really care. Arena weekly. Oh, thank you. I did not know that was. We got to make sure we collect these things. Oh, luck rate +3. I didn't realize that was a main stat. I should have guessed, actually, that would be a main stat. I feel like that's kind of a put this on your dungeon team piece of gear. This is like it's kind of like a Rainbow Mon, equivalent to an Elmon with the same star, can be used as evolution material. I'm sorry, not a Rainbow Mon, an Elamon. Death Lab, 10 times the crazy dungeon. I mean, I'm just going to clear these to clear them, to get this free stuff, but. And I think the week, or not the week, the day rolls over at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Western time. So if you're in California, it's 5 p.m. If you're on the East Coast, it's 8 p.m. And then, you know, whatever. Or, you know what? You guys are all over the world, so. Yeah. I should have done a, I don't know, I should have explained it in a way that everyone, like, the Greenwich Mean Time, or whatever that's called. What else did I want to do? Collect stuff. Yep. That's my notes. And we get these summons. Okay, wow. Did a lot of Elements. What is this? Fission any star or above Elements 5 times. Fission any Elements 30 times. 1,000 event points. Oh, we have 800 event points. I'll take that. And then we bought all that stuff. What do we have from these challenges? I mostly just wanted to make sure that we... The XP capsule has now been unlocked, which will automatically collect experience after battles. What do we got here? Anything useful? I'll get that. I mean, I'll get them all, but... It's the vampire set. So it's nice for a farmer. I kind of want to build a different farmer, to be honest. Because we don't have any sculpts for that bookworm. Oh, LD. It's the first LD. Twilight Illyrium. How many of y'all got some LD5s already? Some Twilight. Well, they're still light and darks. I guess we can't even sell this. I don't really want to keep some of these, but... Not that we have anything better. Apparently these are Drunken Masters, I think. I saw someone mention that. Ignores defense. Yes. The soft slap. Recover the HP of all allies. Grant crit dampen. And then remove 1 buff from the target after each attack. Additionally, there's a 40% chance to perform an extra attack after your turn ends using soft slap. Oh, how romantic. It's probably not romantic. Maybe I shouldn't have... viewed it that way. Okay, healing plus 12. I don't know that I really care too much about those. Maybe I'm not seeing the value. Maybe it's a niche thing. Oh yeah, this is the one that I was talking about. Shoot 6 arrows. The first 3 will definitely hit the selected target, while the last 3 will randomly choose targets to attack, each absorbing 20% of the enemy's attack, the enemy's action bar. Lower target's action bar, the greater damage. This looks like it's going to be good for the serpent. What is the thing called? Let's go find it again. Death Lab. Looks like it's going to be good for Death Lab. I mean, they do give us a lot of these. So many sharpshooters. I don't know. I don't know if I really love them, but sure, I'll take anything at this point. That one seems not terrible. Oh, these summons. Yeah. This is Water Garuda, I believe. Should be. Increase action by 10% of the ally with the highest action bar. We have a increased action bar by 100% and grants attack up and effect up. And then we have removes all debuffs on all allies, recovers HP by 20%, grants 2-turn crit damage. I mean, it's kind of like the Water Garuda, but a little bit better because crit dampen. And then all teammates get extra attack. I mean, at least we have some gear now. That's not bad. Ooh, LD. Okay, we got a taunt. We have recover all HP of all allies by 20%. And we have AoE attack enemies, decrease their action bar by 50%, inflict 1-turn stun if the action bar is depleted, damage based on your defense. What is the equivalent of this in Summoner's War? Decrease action bar and stun if the action bar is depleted. And heal with skill 2. I don't think there's anything that's really just like this. There's some skills like this is what the water Amazon is like this, the seismic waves, but the water Amazon doesn't have like this, like these first 2 skills. So I will take it. Ally speed plus 6. Ally speed plus 6. So it's like fight runes, but for speed. Well, this is going to be good. Okay, so each of these, one would assume that each of these are going to give you the units that are good for that specific dungeon. So this is going to be good for the last dungeon. It says Anonymous. The dungeon's not named Anonymous, right? Oh, no, it is named Anonymous. Anonymous HQ. Okay. Let's do... Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go through the Bestiary. I figure we'll do this together. I want to go through the Bestiary and see which ones are the Galleons. I'm looking for Galleon now. Grant all allies 2-turn attack up and have 80% chance to inflict 2-turn defense down to all enemies. Yeah. Okay, so this is looking like the Sky Police is Galleon. Nice. What does this do? Increase action bar of all allies by 30%. Attack up and shield. Oh, it's Bastet. Okay. Oh, yeah, because the wind one is like Hathor. Defense down, incurable, and blind. Some of these are not, they're not even trying to switch this. They're like, yeah, I mean, it's, sure. Same exact skills. Same exact skills. The Tailwind I thought was hilarious. I'm like, they didn't change the name of it at all. I wonder if they had intended to, and they just like, they started the game, they're like, they started development. They're like, okay, let's just name these the same things as in Summoner's War, and then we'll change them later. And then some of them they just forgot to, so they're like, Tailwind. No one noticed. Game gets released. Like, crap. Immunity, speed up and attack up. And Oblivion and defense down. Immunity, speed up and attack up. trying to remember which ones are which now. Okay, so that's that. What else do we have? I'm looking for. I was looking for Tiana. Let's see. I'm gonna guess it's this. Because element, right? We got a tree element. Let's see. Moves all buffs and debuffs. Increased action bar of 30%. Okay. Attacks all enemies. Inflict 1 turn silence. Damage based on target's max HP. Tiana-ish. And we got a stun here. Tiana-ish. This is the one. This is more frustrating than I think it really needed to be. I fought one of these. I was surprised. I'm like, this thing should not be doing that. But maybe they just had ridiculous gear on it. That could have been it. But I suppose the ridiculous gear for like a day into the game is 4-star gear. Ridiculous gear. Let's see if we can find Vertiheel. What do I think Vertiheel might now? I mean, anything with attack bar boost is going to be something to look at, but nah, that's not it. Which one? Which one is it going to be? Decrease target's max HP? No. We're looking for a passive. Nah, even the HP ratio of target enemy and lowest HP ally afterwards inflict 2 turn defense down to the enemy grants foresight to the. I don't know what foresight is just yet. No. That's not bad. That skill seems good. It's a bomb. This is the Vertiheel. Okay, Gunslinger. Increase the action bar of all allies by 20% each time your attack lands a critical hit. This effect does not affect the ally who have similar ability. Yeah. Yep, this is the Vertiheel. So Gunslingers, I got my eye on you. Not the tree-based one, though. F that one. Does he do anything? Attack enemies 5 times randomly, 15% to ignore defense, and the chance increases by 5% for each buff on you. When attacking with a chance to trigger is doubled. Probably not use him. Probably not. What is the water one? Outgoing damage increases and your incoming damage decreases as your HP ratio gets lower. When your turn begins, gain a 1-turn attack up if your HP ratio is greater than half. Otherwise, gain a 1-turn defense up. Oh, I like the water vampire and summoner's war better. Sad. Very sad. All right, let's. Oh no, we don't want to embark. Actually, let's see. Let's see TOA level 1. Why not? Nope. Do I keep having? I keep having the right one in, and I keep switching it out because I'm not reading. Let's see. I think that it's like a flying slug. I was looking at the flying blue slug, and I was like, oh, this could be good for TOA. I'm gonna keep calling it TOA. Never gonna change. Just gonna keep doing it. I like how there's that little extra dramatic opening. It's like, oh, look at this epic boss here. Yes, very epic. I was looking at the packs. I feel like eventually I'm gonna buy something, but although now that I'm married, I have to ask first. I don't know if that's entirely true. I think as long as it's for work. If the videos are monetized, game on. Lost Tunnel. Lost Tunnel. And then we have this one. Abyss Dungeon. And right, Abyss Dungeon indeed. Indeed. All right, let's do some. No, that's not it. But this is what we have currently. It's basically the same stuff. This looked like it could be a good Gyroleon. Looked like it could be a good CC unit. What do we have here? Attacks all enemies defense down. 50% chance. We slap some... What are the... There's a rune. There's not a rune. There's a gear. Gear set. Not rune set. Yeah. This one. Bash. 4 set. The backwards F. That could be good. That could be good for this guy because he's got the AoE defense break. And then he has the AoE. Attacks all enemies 3 times. 80% chance to remove, and it goes up to 100. To remove all buffs, apply speed down and attack down. So 2 AoEs. Not bad. What is his speed, actually? 95. Fission? Yeah. Let's do 2 10 pulls. We'll see what we get. Oh, thank you. They want me to build that. They're like, yeah, here's some skill ups. I will take the skill ups, though. We need literally everything at this point. Popo Rider, I'll take that. Oh, you know what? I do want to show you guys something, too. And it is the pity. So we should hit a 4-star soon. Yep. Speak of the devil. Oh, I don't want this one. This is like Garrow, but he kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah. So if we go here to the little eye in the top left-hand corner, we can see the rates of everything, right? We see all the rates. And then we also see there's something called protection over here. Protection 3 out of 12 for 4-star, 91 out of 200 for 5-star. That means as soon as we get to 200, we get a 5-star. That's what that is. Do 9 more summons and we get a 4-star. That kind of ruins it because everyone knows. They're like, oh, okay, so the next 10 pull, you're going to get a 4-star. At least a 4-star. And then we have the LDs, or the Twilight ones. 18, pity. I mean, this is basically pity, right? So 18 for a 4-star, and then 300, and you get a guaranteed LD5. The game just right away on release, they're like, yeah, we're doing pity for LD5. We don't need this wait 10 years stuff. Thank you for that. Which store am I going to get this stuff? Yeah, let's go this one. I feel like there's probably a better store, but oh, we also have the Twilight Illyrium. Let's see. We know we're at least getting a 4-star somewhere in here. No? Okay, we're not getting a 4-star somewhere in here. Need some of those skill ups. Don't mind. How are we not getting a 4-star? You literally said 13 out of 12. Wait a second. Okay. What do we get? I think that's a light Frankenstein. Look at that. She's even giving herself the thumbs down. Defense up and taunt. Well, incoming damage for 1 hit won't exceed 20% of your max HP. No, this is not that. This is it's kind of a light golem. So I just read this now. Protection doesn't, I mean, obviously protection doesn't actually give you a guaranteed unit at this. Protection just greatly increases. So all of these are the normal increase. All of this column right here is a normal increase. And then the protection increase is up by 8%. So every time after 300, for example, every time after 300, you summon no LD5, it keeps increasing the probability of getting one by 0.35%. I mean, it's not great, right? You still have to get to 100. You would still have to summon another 300 scrolls, 300 fissions, 300 Illyriums. But at least it keeps increasing. So your probability keeps going up and up and up and up. So pity is actually 600, which is quite high, but that's like a guaranteed, like you are actually getting one, because then that would be 100%. So kind of said that it is, I don't know if it's misleading. I think I just needed to read this first, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next one.